The Galaxy Council was in session, its massive chambers glowing with the light of distant stars. Aliens of many kinds filled the room, each one more strange-looking than the next. They argued and whispered among themselves, but all eyes were on the central podium where Counselor Xyler stood. He was tall and thin, with skin that shimmered like liquid silver. His voice echoed through the hall as he laughed at the reports from the outer worlds. "Earth is insignificant," he said. "Their fleets are small, their technology primitive. There is no reason to fear them." The other council members nodded, some chuckling. They had looked down on humans for centuries, believing them weak and unprepared for real war. Far across the galaxy, in a secret space station near Earth's orbit, Admiral Hannah Kim observed the council's broadcast. She stood straight, her dark hair tied neatly behind her. Her eyes were sharp and focused. Commander Lee Jun, a man known for his strategic mind, stood beside her. They both understood the danger of underestimating humanity, but they also knew the power that humans had kept hidden from the galaxy. "They laugh at us," Lee said quietly, "but they don't know what we are capable of. They have no idea." Hannah nodded. She turned to the holographic display showing the layout of the Earth fleet. Ships of all sizes floated in space, sleek and armed with advanced weapons that the Council could not even imagine. The fleet had been in preparation for years, quietly developed in hidden shipyards. Humans had upgraded their warships with the latest technology, including artificial intelligence guidance, stealth systems, and powerful energy weapons. The Council believed Earth was weak, but humans had been learning, planning, and preparing for this exact moment. Meanwhile, in a smaller command center on Earth, Lieutenant Sun Woo and Pilot Min Seo monitored communications and fleet readiness. They were young but skilled, each knowing their role was critical. Min Seo smiled slightly at Sun Woo. "The Council thinks they control the galaxy, but they will be surprised," she said. Sun Woo chuckled softly. "Yes, and they won't see it coming. They underestimate humans every time. It will be their mistake again." Back at the Council, Xyler continued to speak, dismissing the reports from scouts who had seen small signs of human military activity. "These are minor movements, nothing more," he said. "They cannot pose any real threat to us. We will continue with our sanctions. Earth will obey, or they will face consequences." His words echoed in the hall, filled with alien arrogance. The Council believed in their superiority, thinking that humans had no chance against the combined forces of the galaxy. They had no idea that humans had spent decades secretly advancing their fleet, learning from every encounter, and preparing for a war that could change the galaxy. Admiral Hannah Kim and Commander Lee Jun continued to review plans for the first strike. They knew the importance of timing. The attack had to be precise, swift, and devastating. Every ship in the fleet was ready, every crew member trained to perfection. Humans would not show weakness, and they would not hold back. In the secret fleet, Captain Ji Hyun and Engineer Dae Hwan made final checks on the ship systems. Dae Hwan smiled at Ji Hyun. "The Council thinks we are small and weak, but today, they will see the truth," he said. Ji Hyun nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility. "We are ready. It is time to show them what humanity can do." In the Council chambers, the session ended, and Xyler left the hall confident in his superiority. He did not suspect that humans were not only listening to his every word but were also preparing to strike. The arrogance of the Council would be their downfall. Back in Earth orbit, the human fleet began to move into position. The ships glided silently through space, their engines producing barely a sound. Admiral Hannah Kim watched from the command bridge, her fingers resting lightly on the controls. She looked at Commander Lee Jun. "This is the moment we have prepared for," she said. Lee nodded. "They will regret underestimating us. The galaxy will see the strength of humanity today." As the fleet approached the edge of the Galaxy Council's outer patrol zone, humans moved with precision and coordination. Each ship knew its position, each crew member aware of their role. The Council's outposts would not detect the fleet until it was too late. On the bridge of one of the main warships, Pilot Min Seo and Navigator Sun Woo observed the patrol sensors. The alien ships appeared on the display, moving predictably. Min Seo smiled. They never change. They think the galaxy belongs to them. Sun Wu nodded. And today, we will show them that Earth has its place among the stars. Far from Earth, scouts sent by the Council reported small movements near the outer rim. Counselor Xyler read the messages and waved them off. Minor ships. No threat. Humans are not ready. Continue with our plans. Little did he know, the human fleet was already within striking distance, hidden in the shadows of asteroid fields and nebulae. Every ship in the fleet was ready, every weapon primed, and every crew member focused. Admiral Hannah Kim looked out at the stars, feeling the weight of history on her shoulders. This is not just for Earth, she said quietly. This is for all humans who believed we were powerless. Today, the galaxy will learn that humanity is strong, clever, and unstoppable. Commander Li Jun placed a hand on her shoulder. Then let us begin. The Council has pushed too far, and they will pay the price. The human fleet moved as one, a silent force of determination and power, ready to strike at the heart of the Galaxy Council's arrogance. The first part of humanity's retaliation had begun, and nothing would ever be the same again. The human fleet moved quietly through the shadows of space, hidden among asteroids and cosmic dust. Each ship glided with precision, engines controlled to minimize heat and light. On the bridge of the flagship, Admiral Hannah Kim watched the starfield, her eyes sharp and calculating. Commander Li Jun stood beside her, studying the holographic display of the fleet formations. Every ship, every weapon, and every crew member had a role in the coming attack. Lieutenant Sun Wu monitored the communications channels, ensuring that the fleet remained undetected. Pilot Min Seo adjusted her course slightly, guiding the smaller ships through the asteroid field. Engineer Dai Huan checked the energy outputs, making sure the fleet stealth systems were functioning perfectly. Captain Ji Hyun moved among the crew, offering words of encouragement, his calm voice giving confidence to those around him. All ships report status, Admiral Hannah said, her voice steady. All systems green, came responses from various captains and officers. Weapons ready. Shields at maximum. Fleet in position. Li Jun nodded. Then we wait for the Council's patrols to pass. Timing is everything. The Galaxy Council had sent scouts and patrol ships to monitor the outskirts, but humans had learned to predict their patterns. They had studied alien behavior for years, analyzing the movements of the Council's fleets and using that knowledge to plan their strike. Every maneuver had been practiced, every possibility accounted for. Min Seo glanced at the sensors. Patrols are coming. They are moving slower than usual, probably because they think the area is clear. Sun Wu smiled. They won't see us until it is too late. Meanwhile, on Earth, scientists and strategists monitored the fleet's movements. Dr. Hai Jin, head of the AI division, adjusted the algorithms guiding the drones and automated weapons on the warships. The Council thinks they control the galaxy, she said to her assistant, Quan Su. But they don't know what we have prepared. Every ship, every weapon is ready to respond instantly. Back in space, the first signs of the Council's outposts appeared on the sensors. Small warships moved in predictable patterns, unaware of the hidden human fleet. Commander Li gave the order. Initiate Phase 1. Use stealth drones to disable their sensors and communications. We cannot allow them to warn the Council. Dai Huan activated the drones, sending hundreds of tiny machines to infiltrate the alien ships. Within minutes, the patrols began to experience malfunctions. Sensors failed, communications dropped, and panic spread among the crews. The Council's arrogance had made them careless. Captain Ji Hyun watched the effects with satisfaction. They won't know what hit them, he said. Admiral Hannah Kim stood at the bridge, observing the patrol's reactions. This is only the beginning. Soon, they will feel the full strength of humanity. The fleet advanced, each ship moving in perfect formation. Human warships were faster and more agile than the Council expected. They used advanced propulsion systems that allowed sudden bursts of speed, giving them the ability to strike quickly and then vanish before the enemy could respond. Min Seo piloted her ship with precision, weaving through the debris and asteroid fields. "Stay close to the fleet," she said to her wingmates. "We strike together or not at all." Sun Wu coordinated the fleet's movements, sending signals to adjust positions and maintain perfect alignment. Every move was calculated, every ship in harmony. The Council's forces were strong, but humans had something they lacked: unpredictability and unity. The first Council patrol came within striking distance. Human drones silently disabled their shields and communications. Then, without warning, human warships attacked. Energy beams cut through space, disabling engines and weapons. Alien ships were destroyed or incapacitated within minutes. The Council's soldiers were shocked. They had never seen humans move with such precision and power. Counselor Zyler, monitoring from a distant command station, could hardly believe the reports. "Impossible," he shouted. "Humans cannot have this strength." Back on the flagship, Admiral Hannah Kim and Commander Lee Jun observed the battle. "We must keep the momentum," Lee said. "We cannot give them time to regroup." Captain Ji Hyun ordered his crew to launch additional drones to sweep the area. Engineer Dae Hwan managed the energy outputs, ensuring that the fleet's weapons would not overheat. Lieutenant Sun Wu relayed tactical updates to the ships in real time, maintaining perfect coordination. Min Seo led a squadron in a flanking maneuver, taking out several key Council ships before they could react. The humans had learned to exploit every weakness, using the Council's predictability against them. Within hours, the patrols were destroyed or forced to retreat. The victory was small but significant. Humans had demonstrated their power for the first time, and the Council could no longer dismiss them as insignificant. The hidden fleet returned to formation, preparing for the next phase of the operation. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed her crew. "Today, we have shown the galaxy that humanity is not weak. We will continue until the Council understands that we are a force to be reckoned with." Commander Lee Jun added, "This is only the beginning. Our main fleet will strike next, and the Council will face the full might of Earth's forces." As the fleet moved deeper into space, the humans reflected on their journey. For centuries, they had been underestimated, dismissed, and ignored. Now, with skill, technology, and determination, they had begun to turn the tables. The galaxy would learn that humans were not to be taken lightly. Min Seo and Sun Wu shared a moment of quiet satisfaction. "We did it," she said. "We really did it." Sun Wu nodded. "Yes, and the Council will never forget it." In the distance, the Council scrambled to respond, sending additional warships to investigate the losses. But the humans were ready. Every move was anticipated, every response calculated. The hidden fleet had become a precise instrument of war, capable of striking anywhere at any time. Admiral Hannah Kim looked out at the stars, feeling the weight of the mission. "Humanity has waited too long for this moment," she said softly. "We will not stop until the galaxy respects our place." Commander Lee Jun placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "And they will, Hannah. They will learn that humans are strong, clever, and unstoppable." The human fleet continued its silent journey through the void, ready to strike again. The first attack had been a warning, a demonstration of their strength. The Council had underestimated humans, and they would pay for their arrogance. The galaxy was changing, and humanity was at the center of it. The first battle was won, but the war had only begun. The human fleet moved deeper into the galaxy, past patrols and outposts, where the Council had not expected them. Their stealth technology and precise coordination allowed them to approach the Council's main territories without being detected. On the bridge of the flagship, Admiral Hannah Kim studied the holographic maps, noting the positions of Council fleets. Commander Lee Jun stood beside her, calculating the best points to strike. Lieutenant Sun Wu coordinated communication across the fleet, keeping each warship aware of the other's positions. Pilot Min Seo guided a squadron through an asteroid field, using it as cover to approach the enemy. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored the energy levels of the ships, ensuring that weapons and shields were ready for instant deployment. Captain Ji Hyun moved quietly among the crew, keeping morale high with calm confidence. The Council's main forces were stationed near a series of space stations that monitored key trade routes. Humans had studied their patterns for years. The Council's arrogance made them predictable, and the human fleet planned to use that to their advantage. Li Jun activated the fleet's tactical system. Prepare for the first strike. Drones and energy weapons ready. We move on my signal. In the council chambers, Xyler and other counselors received reports of anomalies in the outer systems. Patrols had been destroyed, and some supply lines disrupted. This is impossible, Xyler said, his voice rising with anger. Humans are supposed to be insignificant. How can they move so freely? Back in space, the human fleet began its first offensive operation. Drones launched silently, infiltrating council ships to disable shields and communication systems. Within minutes, several patrol ships went dark, unable to report their positions. The council had underestimated human ingenuity and coordination. Min Seo led her squadron in a flanking maneuver, taking out key council ships before they could react. Sun Wu updated positions in real time, adjusting the fleet's movements to ensure maximum impact. The council's forces were strong, but humans had something the aliens did not: adaptability and precision. Admiral Hannah Kim observed the battle with calm determination. Keep pressure on them. We must not let them regroup. Today, they learned the cost of underestimating humanity. Captain Ji Hyun monitored the drone's performance. They are working perfectly. Patrols cannot escape or call for backup. The human fleet continued to advance, striking council supply lines and communication hubs. Alien crews scrambled to respond, but humans were always one step ahead. Their tactics were unexpected, using speed, stealth, and AI-directed drones to create chaos among the council's formations. Lieutenant Sun Wu adjusted the fleet's alignment, ensuring that every ship was in optimal position for maximum efficiency. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored energy output, ready to divert power to weapons or shields as needed. The coordination was flawless, a testament to years of preparation and training. Min Seo's squadron approached a council frigate. With a quick series of maneuvers, they disabled its engines and weapons, leaving it floating powerless in space. The council's command stations reported the loss with confusion and disbelief. Xyler's face turned red with anger. They cannot have this strength. Send reinforcements immediately. Back on the human flagship, Admiral Hannah Kim smiled faintly. They are panicking exactly as we expected. This is the moment to push forward. Commander Li Jun gave the order. Phase 2. Target the larger vessels. Use drones to disable shields, then strike with energy weapons. Keep moving. No ship stays in one place too long. The battle escalated quickly. Energy beams lit up the darkness of space as human warships targeted council vessels with precision. Several council ships were destroyed or heavily damaged. Alien soldiers struggled to comprehend the humans' tactics, their arrogance giving way to fear and confusion. Captain Ji Hyun guided his crew to intercept a council command ship. We take them out, and the rest will retreat, he said. Dae Hwan coordinated the energy surge for the attack. The ship fired in unison, disabling the council vessel's shields and engines. Within minutes, it was incapacitated. Min Seo and Sun Wu coordinated the final wave of attacks, moving rapidly to exploit weaknesses in the enemy formation. Humans struck with speed and efficiency, leaving little chance for the council to respond effectively. Alien ships were scattered, their formations broken, as humans maintained perfect coordination across the fleet. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed her crew over the communication channels. We have shown them our strength, but we must continue. The council must understand that humanity cannot be ignored. Every strike counts. Commander Li Jun reviewed the tactical reports. The council is in chaos. Their main forces are weakened, and their communication is down. We have the advantage. We move to the next target. The fleet advanced toward a key council outpost that controlled trade routes and military movements. Humans used the same strategy of stealth, drones, and precise attacks to neutralize defenses before the council could react. Alien crews were overwhelmed, and their command structures collapsed. Captain Ji-hyun directed his crew to secure the area. Hold position and prepare for counterattacks. The council will try to respond, but we are ready. Min Seo piloted a fast assault ship to intercept any council reinforcements. They won't get through us, she said confidently. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored the energy distribution, ensuring that weapons and shields remained effective. Lieutenant Sun Woo coordinated movements with other ships, maintaining the fleet's strategic advantage. Every human crew member played their part, demonstrating training, skill, and determination. In the council chambers, Xyler and other counselors struggled to understand the reports. Their arrogance had blinded them to human capabilities. They had believed humans were primitive and insignificant, but the losses were mounting, and their forces were unable to respond effectively. Admiral Hannah Kim observed the results of the attack. This is only the beginning. The council must learn that humans will not be ignored. We will continue until they understand our strength. Commander Lee Jun looked at the stars ahead. The next phase is crucial. We strike at the heart of their fleet. Humans have waited long enough. It is time to show the galaxy that we are not weak. The fleet moved with renewed purpose, ready to continue the offensive. Every ship, every crew member, every weapon was part of a coordinated plan. Humans had proven their power in the first strike, and now they were preparing for the next larger attack. The Council would never underestimate humanity again. The human fleet continued its advance deeper into Council-controlled space. Every ship moved with precision, following the plans that Commander Lee Jun had carefully laid out. Admiral Hannah Kim stood on the bridge of the flagship, watching the displays and analyzing the positions of enemy ships. Her mind worked quickly, predicting possible movements and ensuring the fleet remained one step ahead. Lieutenant Sun Woo coordinated communications between the ships, making sure each one knew the positions of allies and enemies. Pilot Min Seo guided her squadron through asteroid fields and debris, using them as natural cover. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored energy levels, balancing power between weapons, shields, and propulsion systems. Captain Ji-hyun moved quietly among the crew, keeping morale high and answering questions with calm confidence. The Council had begun to recognize the strength of humanity. Xyler and his counselors were furious, scrambling to organize reinforcements and defend critical locations. However, their forces were scattered and poorly coordinated, unable to respond effectively to the human fleet's precise movements. "They are stronger than we imagined," one council officer said. "We underestimated humans." Xyler slammed his hand on the control panel. "No, this cannot be. They are supposed to be primitive. Send the main fleet immediately. Crush them." Back in space, the human fleet prepared for the Council's retaliation. Commander Lee Jun issued orders with calm authority. "We expected this. Maintain formation and stay alert. The Council will try to overwhelm us, but we will adapt and strike back." Admiral Hannah Kim activated the fleet's advanced sensors. "We can detect their approach. Adjust positions to intercept them before they reach key outposts." Min Seo's squadron moved swiftly, taking positions to flank the approaching Council ships. "We will not let them catch us off guard," she said, her voice steady. Sun Woo coordinated the fleet's movements, ensuring that each ship remained in optimal position. Engineer Dae Hwan balanced energy outputs to maximize offensive and defensive capabilities. The humans were ready for the Council's attack. The first wave of Council warships arrived, moving quickly but predictably. Humans had studied their patterns and anticipated their strategies. Drones launched silently, infiltrating Council ships to disable shields and communications. Within minutes, the Council's first line of attack was neutralized. Captain Ji-hyun guided his crew to intercept a larger Council vessel. "Focus fire on the engines and weapons. We take it out quickly and move on," he instructed. Dae Hwan coordinated the energy surge, ensuring maximum impact without overloading the systems. Min Seo led a squadron to attack another group of Council ships. Their speed and precision left the Council crews struggling to respond. Energy beams cut through space, destroying or incapacitating enemy ships. Alien forces began to scatter, confused and fearful of the humans' capabilities. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed her fleet. Hold the pressure. Every strike counts. Show them that humans are not weak and cannot be ignored. Commander Lee Jun monitored the battlefield. Their reinforcements are coming. We must continue to strike with speed and precision. Stay coordinated. Do not give them an opportunity to regroup. The Council sent more ships, attempting to form a stronger line of defense. Humans adapted immediately, using speed, agility, and unexpected tactics to exploit weaknesses in the formations. Drones disabled critical systems and energy weapons struck with precision. Lieutenant Sun Woo relayed information to all ships. Enemy ships are disorganized. Focus on priority targets and keep moving. We cannot allow them to regroup. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored the energy shields, ensuring they remained strong despite the constant attacks. Min Seo's squadron intercepted any Council ships attempting to escape or join the fight. Captain Ji Hyun's team targeted command vessels, aiming to disrupt leadership and coordination. In the Council chambers, Zyler and his advisors watched the battle reports in disbelief. "We are losing control," one counselor exclaimed. "Humans are stronger than we ever imagined." Zyler clenched his fists. "This cannot continue. Send all available ships to counterattack. Destroy them." But the humans anticipated this move. Commander Lee Jun had already prepared contingency plans. If they send reinforcements, we strike them in smaller groups. Divide and conquer. Do not engage the entire force at once. The human fleet moved like a single organism, coordinated and precise. Each ship knew its role, each crew member aware of their responsibilities. Humans exploited every weakness in the Council's formations, striking quickly and then repositioning before the enemy could react. Captain Ji Hyun guided his crew through the chaos, targeting critical enemy ships. "Keep moving. Focus on command vessels. Their crews will panic if we take out leadership first," he said. Min Seo's squadron intercepted Council reinforcements, using speed and stealth to attack from unexpected angles. Energy beams disabled engines and weapons, leaving Council ships vulnerable. Alien crews struggled to comprehend the humans' tactics and agility. Admiral Hannah Kim observed the battle with satisfaction. "We are overwhelming them. The Council's arrogance has blinded them to our strength. We will continue until they understand that humans cannot be ignored." Commander Lee Jun looked at the displays. "Their main forces are weakening. Continue the pressure. Focus on key outposts and command ships. Every strike counts." The human fleet pressed on, taking control of critical areas and forcing the Council's forces to retreat. Drones maintained constant pressure, disabling communications and shields, while human warships moved quickly to exploit openings. Alien ships were scattered and confused, unable to mount a coordinated defense. Lieutenant Sun Woo relayed tactical updates. "Enemy ships are retreating. Keep the fleet in formation and follow them. We cannot let them recover." Engineer Dae Hwan balanced energy outputs, ensuring the fleet remained ready for any counterattack. Captain Ji Hyun guided his crews to secure strategic positions, ensuring that the Council could not regroup quickly. Min Seo's squadron moved ahead, scouting for reinforcements and reporting positions back to the fleet. "They are sending small groups to try and block us, but we are ready," she said. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed her fleet. "Today, humans have shown the galaxy our strength. The Council has underestimated us, and they will pay for it. We continue until the message is clear. Humanity cannot be ignored." Commander Lee Jun placed a hand on her shoulder. "We have proven our point. The Council will think twice before underestimating humans again. But we cannot stop now. Our mission continues." The fleet moved forward, ready to press the advantage. Every ship, every crew member, every weapon was part of a coordinated effort. Humans had demonstrated their power, disrupted the Council's defenses, and taken control of key areas. The Council's arrogance had been shattered, and humanity's place in the galaxy was becoming undeniable. The battle continued, and the humans were ready for anything the Council could throw at them. The human fleet advanced steadily, their formation tight and coordinated. Each warship moved with purpose, every crew member alert and focused. Admiral Hannah Kim stood on the bridge of the flagship, watching the Council's main forces. Commander Lee Jun reviewed the tactical display, calculating the best approach for the final strike. They knew that the Council's arrogance had left weaknesses that humans could exploit. Lieutenant Sun Woo coordinated communications across the fleet, ensuring that every ship received instructions in real time. Pilot Min Seo guided her squadron through the gaps in enemy defenses, using speed and stealth to reach key targets. Engineer Dae Hwan monitored energy levels carefully, adjusting shields and weapons to maintain balance. Captain Ji Hyun moved among the crew, offering calm reassurance and direction. The Council, now shaken and alarmed, scrambled to organize their forces. Xyler and other counselors barked orders, sending warships to block the humans' advance. "Stop them at any cost," Xyler shouted. "Do not let humans reach our core territories." But humans had anticipated this. Commander Lee Jun had prepared for reinforcements. "Maintain formation," he instructed. "Divide their forces, hit key command ships, and do not engage in unnecessary battles. We strike with precision and control." The first wave of Council ships approached. Human drones infiltrated their systems, disabling shields and communications before the ships could fire a shot. Min Seo's squadron attacked from the side, taking out engines and weapons with pinpoint accuracy. Alien crews struggled to respond, their formations breaking under the unexpected tactics. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed her fleet. "Do not relent. Every strike brings us closer to victory. Show them the strength of humanity." Captain Ji Hyun coordinated a focused attack on a Council command ship. "If we take this out, the rest will panic," he said. Dae Hwan adjusted the energy distribution, ensuring maximum power to weapons without overloading systems. The attack was swift and devastating. The command ship was disabled, leaving the Council fleet in disarray. Sun Woo relayed information to all ships. "Enemy forces are disorganized. Focus on strategic targets. Keep moving. Do not let them regroup." The human fleet pressed forward, striking Council supply lines, communication hubs, and warships. Each ship knew its role, every crew member aware of their responsibilities. Humans moved with precision, exploiting every weakness in the Council's defenses. Min Seo led a squadron to intercept Council reinforcements, using stealth and agility to disable critical systems. Energy beams cut through space, incapacitating enemy ships. Alien crews were confused, unable to mount an effective response. Their arrogance had blinded them to human skill and strategy. Admiral Hannah Kim observed the unfolding battle. "We have shown them our strength, but we must finish the mission. Continue the pressure until the Council accepts that humans cannot be ignored." Commander Lee Jun adjusted the fleet's movements. "Target the remaining command ships and outposts. Every successful strike reduces their ability to fight back. Stay coordinated and precise." The human fleet moved with determination, striking key positions and forcing the Council's ships to retreat. Drones maintained constant pressure, disabling communications and shields, while warships exploited openings. The Council fleet was scattered and confused, unable to regroup or mount an organized defense. Captain Ji Hyun guided his crew to secure strategic areas, preventing the Council from recovering quickly. Min Seo's squadron continued to intercept any Council ships attempting to escape or regroup. Engineer Dae Hwan ensured energy distribution remained balanced, keeping shields and weapons at peak efficiency. Lieutenant Sun Woo coordinated the final wave of attacks. "Enemy ships are retreating. Maintain formation and follow them to prevent recovery." In the Council chambers, Xyler and other counselors watched the reports in disbelief. "We are losing control," one counselor exclaimed. "Humans are too strong. Our forces cannot contain them." Xyler's face was red with anger and fear. "This is impossible. Humans are supposed to be weak. Send everything we have." But the humans were ready. Commander Lee Jun had prepared for this exact scenario. Divide their reinforcements, hit critical targets first, and do not waste energy on minor threats. We have the advantage. The human fleet moved like a single organism, coordinated and precise. Each ship executed its role perfectly, and every crew member acted with skill and determination. Humans exploited every weakness in the Council's formations, striking with speed and accuracy. Captain Ji-hyun guided his crew through the chaos, focusing on command ships and supply vessels. Take out leadership and logistics. That will cripple their ability to fight back, he instructed. Dae-hwan adjusted energy distribution to maximize weapon effectiveness. Min Seo's squadron intercepted the last of the Council's reinforcements. Using stealth, speed, and precision, they disabled engines and weapons, leaving enemy ships powerless. Alien crews were unable to respond effectively, panic spreading throughout the Council fleet. Admiral Hannah Kim addressed the fleet one final time. We have proven our strength. The Council must understand that humans are not to be underestimated. Continue the attack until victory is complete. Commander Lee Jun looked at the tactical displays. We have broken their main forces. Target remaining command ships and secure critical systems. The Council will have no choice but to recognize humanity's power. The human fleet continued its offensive, taking control of key areas, disabling Council forces, and capturing warships. Alien crews were overwhelmed and scattered. The Council's arrogance had been shattered, and the humans' place in the galaxy was now undeniable. Lieutenant Sun Woo relayed information across the fleet. Enemy resistance is collapsing. Keep moving and secure the remaining ships and outposts. Engineer Dae-hwan ensured energy systems remained stable, ready for any unexpected counterattacks. Captain Ji-hyun coordinated final strikes, ensuring every mission objective was achieved. Min Seo and her squadron intercepted remaining threats, completing the offensive. In the Council chambers, Zyler and the remaining counselors watched in shock. They have defeated us, Zyler said quietly. Humans are not weak. They are clever, skilled, and unstoppable. Admiral Hannah Kim looked out at the stars, feeling the weight of the mission. We have shown the galaxy our strength. Humanity will no longer be underestimated. This is our place among the stars. Commander Lee Jun nodded. The Council has learned their lesson. Humanity strikes back and cannot be ignored. The galaxy will remember this day. The human fleet returned to formation victorious. Every ship and crew member had played a role in changing the balance of power. The Council had been humbled, and humans had proven their strength, intelligence, and unity. The war had been won, and the message was clear. Humanity was no longer a minor player in the galaxy. They had fought, they had triumphed, and the galaxy would never underestimate them again.